Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. Scientists have just discovered what they are calling a massive dark vortex on planet Neptune. And apparently this thing is so massive that it could swallow the entire United States. The whole country. So they're calling it a dark vortex, and as you're seeing in the image here, there's this massive dark circular area which is basically spinning. And they don't really know what this thing is. Now, they say they captured this thing about 22 years ago, previously spotted by Hubble, the Hubble telescope in 1994, and before that, by Voyager 2 in 1989. And as you're seeing in the image here, there's a dark area surrounded by what are called companion clouds that are similar to orographic clouds that appear as a pancake-shaped object lingering over the mountains on Earth. Now, according to astronomer Mike Wong, who led the analysis of the Hubble data, these dark vortices coast through the atmosphere like huge lens-shaped gaseous mountains. However, they don't really know what this is. They're speculating that that's what it is. All that they do know is that it's a big dark vortex spinning around that has recently appeared on planet Neptune, and they're hoping to get a better understanding of the vortex by measuring its evolution on the planet. Researchers are very interested also in finding out why these vortices disappear so quickly. In comparing the objects to Jupiter's storms, NASA says that the spots we're seeing on Neptune come and go much quicker. And it really makes you wonder what's happening on Neptune. There's some very strange things about Neptune, and it's a wonder why we haven't been there in over 20 years, and that we have no future plans of going back. This is a planet that we need to be studying, because besides these massive dark vortexes that are bigger than the United States, there's some other very interesting things about Neptune. For instance, besides the fact that it is the most distant planet, Neptune has a surface gravity that is almost identical to Earth. Although it's a ball of gas and ice, it likely has a rocky core, and if you could stand on the planet, you would realize that the force of gravity pulling you down is almost exactly the same as you would feel walking around here on Earth. Another interesting thing is that Neptune has the strongest winds in the entire solar system, with winds that go up to 2,100 kilometers per hour. And scientists are completely puzzled how an icy cold planet like Neptune has these cloud tops that are moving so fast. It's also the coldest planet in the entire solar system, meaning that if you somehow reached Neptune and weren't wearing any protective gear, your average human would be flash frozen in a microsecond. Neptune also has rings, much like planet Saturn. And did you also know that Neptune could be the proud owner of a vast ocean of liquid diamond that is also filled with solid diamond chunks, almost looking like massive icebergs that you would see on Earth? Well, apparently a new experiment revealed that such oceans are possible and would explain some of the oddities about Neptune's magnetic field. Because apparently, the study that they recently did was trying to figure out what causes the magnetic poles of Neptune and Uranus, for that matter, to be so far off of their geographic poles, and what would cause the planets to have a 10% carbon makeup. Diamond seas and oceans are the answer, and recent experiments suggested that these seas would behave a lot like water oceans. And scientists have actually produced liquid diamond here on Earth, using something called a Z machine, which liquefies a diamond using electricity and pressure. And basically, this is what would happen to diamonds when they would be liquefied in the extreme ultra-hot high pressure system in the atmosphere on Neptune. So there's a lot of strange things that of course NASA should be studying, and for all we know, they do have probes out there right now monitoring this new dark vortex. And maybe they're just not telling the public. Seems like NASA always sets these projects to go visit some asteroid somewhere when the real juicy, intriguing things happening in the solar system, they just let pass by. So, who knows? It's very mysterious. There's a lot of mysterious things about our universe, such as the fact that, did you guys know that there is a massive thing? They don't even know what it is. There's a massive thing out in the universe that is literally pulling our galaxy, as well as thousands of other galaxies, toward it right at this very moment. And that, my friends, is called the Great Attractor. And this thing called the Great Attractor is a megastructure in the far reaches of space that is so massive that it's almost impossible for our human brains to comprehend. And this thing, whatever it is, has so much force and gravity pull to it that it is pulling literally hundreds of thousands of galaxies toward it at this very moment. And we have no idea what it is. All that they do know about the Great Attractor is that it's a mass concentration of something about 250 million light years away. And it's so large that it pulls our own Milky Way galaxy, and in fact, millions, not just hundreds of thousands, but millions of other galaxies towards it. And there's galaxies right now that are slowly heading towards collisions with each other. And again, we don't know what it is. All we know is that it's the Great Attractor, and it's basically pulling everything in our visible universe towards it. And eventually, one day, we may be able to see it. However, we are unable to see it because our telescopes are unable to see through the area of our galaxy called the zone of avoidance. And the zone of avoidance is the part of the night sky that's obscured by the Milky Way galaxy. So, of course, whatever this thing is, we conveniently and unfortunately are unable to see it. But again, it's just one of the many things we've spoken about on this channel that are great enigmas, and so many things about our universe that we don't understand. And yeah, we will continue trying to uncover those as we go. So let me know what you guys think. Very strange things happening on Neptune as well as other planets in our solar system. We had another massive explosion happen on planet Jupiter, as you're seeing in the image here recently. Things are changing in our solar system, and it really makes you wonder what's going on, what's changing. Some planets are heating up in our solar system. There's these massive explosions now, these dark vortexes appearing, and it really just makes you wonder what's going on. So, thanks for stopping by. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe on your way out, and we'll see you back soon with much, much more. Stay safe, guys.